Player 2 has entered the game.
What's up, Vikings? I'm Player 2, and in today's Valheim Quick Guide, I will be giving you 5 major stone building tips that you need to know to make building with stone much easier. And keep in mind that if Valheim tips, news, and gameplay butters your biscuit, consider subscribing. I upload new Valheim videos almost every day, stream it live to play with my community, and discuss it in our Discord. All links are in the description below. Okay, so the first tip is going to be used to help you increase structural integrity and build higher. By now you should be aware that you can use wood iron beams that you run from the base all the way up to the top, while intermittently placing wood iron beams horizontally as well. This is the best way to keep your blocks in the green and hold some structural integrity. But let's say you're down on iron and you just want to finish building. I don't think this one is common knowledge, but using the hoe, you can raise the ground around the exterior of your walls. This will allow you to not only build higher, but it will also increase the structural integrity of a wall that it's touching. However high up you raise the ground, your wall will now register that as the base, so the block next to it will appear as blue. For number 2, I'm going to show you the best way to build and reinforce a stone ceiling or roof. After building a floor, you'll want to find the middle point of your structure. At this location, place a few pillars up as high as you'd like your roof or second floor to be. Then place arches in every direction. From here, you can place 2x1s on top of each arch. Next, you want to create pillars with arches that are in equal distance to the original. Spread these across the flooring till you reach the walls. You can place your flooring on top of the stone scaffold you've created, and it will then have the structural integrity of Odin's Great Hall. Oh yeah. Now the next stone building tip is pretty important for good aesthetics. For number 3, we have building curves. If you want to build castle spires, circular towers, or even arenas, you need to first start with a 2x1 block. You can build 2 of them side by side to create a decent sized circle, or add more parallel to each other to make the circle even more massive. But for now, let's just stick with the 2 for this example. Alright, so after you build the second one, you can start to add a curve. Angle your next 2x1 by scrolling up or down by only 1 tick on the middle mouse wheel. Build 2 in that direction and then angle inwards again. If you continue this process, you will wrap all the way back around to where you started, effectively creating a full circle. Now when building the floor, add as many as you can without having to angle them. You'll then be left with some gaps that need to be filled. If you try to keep the pattern, pieces of the floor will stick out like this. It looks like hot garbage, so instead angle floor pieces in a way where you can clip them parallel to the wall blocks. Sometimes you're going to have to place your cursor in a few places before it actually clips the way you want it to. But once you get it going, it's actually pretty easy. The 4th stone building tip is for stone steps. Stone steps need to have something underneath them for them to remain in place and not crumble. Usually people use other stone blocks or flooring, which is really your only option for the interior. But let's say you want to build some massive steps on the exterior. It's going to require a large amount of stone, so there's a better way. Instead of using 6 stone each to build flooring pieces to hold up the stairs, utilize the same method of raising the ground with a hoe as we did before. You can create a base using the ground. This will use a lot less stone and it's going to look a lot better. Now the 5th and final stone building tip is actually pretty solid. Typically, you support your building structural integrity using those wood iron beams, or maybe some of the other methods that I've shown you in this video. But if you have a decent amount of iron, I'd actually recommend using iron doors, or iron gates I think is what it's called. Compared to using just one full stretch of wood iron beams going all the way up, the iron doors give you way better structural integrity in the same situation. And I'm sure that you have your own techniques that you found while building in Valheim, or maybe you have something to add to the methods in this video. If so, let us know in the comments below. Otherwise, check out another Valheim video coming up right now.